Hey everyone, in this video today I'm going to compare the Jurassic Park franchise to the Ice Age franchise. First of all, let's look at the highest Rotten Tomatoes score for each franchise. When it comes to the Jurassic Park franchise, obviously that first film, the classic from Steven Spielberg, has the highest score, 92%. When it comes to the Ice Age franchise, again, pretty obviously that first film is the highest score, 77%, which is obviously still a really good score. That's certified fresh, but Jurassic Park's going to win this round. Next, we're going to look at the lowest score for each franchise. When it comes to Jurassic Park, right now, Jurassic World Dominion has the lowest score, 29%. When you look at Ice Age, the fifth film, Collision Course, unsurprisingly has the lowest score, 18%. So Jurassic Park again wins this round. Next, we're going to look at the average score for each franchise. And once again, Jurassic Park's going to win because it has an average of 56.67. Ice Age has an average 42.16. Of the Ice Age franchise, that first film is the only one that's fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, whereas if Jurassic Park, Jurassic World is actually fresh with a score of 71. Next, let's look at how much of a gap is there between the lowest and highest score. When it comes to the Ice Age franchise, lowest score 18, highest score 77, so you got a gap of 59. When it comes to Jurassic Park, highest score 92, lowest score 29, so that's a gap of 63. So the gap is smaller for Ice Age, and thus Ice Age wins this round, but already Jurassic Park's going to win the debate because it won 3 rounds already. But let's look at my personal opinion. Which franchise do I prefer over the other? The thing about the Jurassic Park franchise, you have one movie, that first film, that is just fantastic. It's an iconic classic. Are there things you can nitpick about it? Sure, but when you think about issues that really matter, you can't say any of the things that are technically wrong, quote unquote, with Jurassic Park really hurt the movie. Like, okay, does it really make sense that the T-Rex is able to just sneak into the building at the end somehow, even though the movie clearly established earlier on that every time the T-Rex moves, it creates little earthquakes? No. But does it matter? No. Is there at least one continuity error in the film? Yeah, but again, it doesn't actually make a difference. Aside from the first film, with Lost World, I mean, there's good action in it, there's good visuals, sure, but for me, because the characters aren't really very interesting, it's not clear what the movie's actually about, it's always a movie that's just fallen flat to me, and so I haven't rewatched it in years. Same thing with Jurassic Park 3. I've seen it before, but I haven't rewatched it anytime recently. I mean, compared to Lost World, yeah, I like that the third film is simple, it's short, so in that sense, it doesn't overstay its welcome, but the movie has really, really stupid moments. I mean, when you see on screen, even if it's just a dream, a raptor talking, you're like, this is stupid. And when you have Alan Grant using a 3D printed version of a raptor throat, he uses that to speak the raptor's language, you're like, what are we doing? Also, some of our main characters aren't very likable. And then when it comes to Jurassic World, I think there's quite a good amount of problems. I mean, if you think about it, the idea that we're going to use raptors in the military, we're going to weaponize dinosaurs is so stupid. You're like, what have we gone to with this franchise? There are moments where characters make stupid decisions. Like, hey, there's this Indoraptor. We don't know where it is. It's very dangerous. Oh, let's just waltz right into the pen because what could possibly go wrong? What? Also, as the How It Should Have Ended video rightfully points out, Claire thought for some reason she needed to go to her car to make that call. There was no reason for her to do so. She could have literally made the call right from that area where she and Owen were. So the movie sets up earlier on that the dinosaurs have something in them that, if activated, will produce an electric shock. And then that's forgotten about later on. But I think Jurassic World works for me as big budget cinematic Jurassic Park fan fiction. It's like, okay, it's fun to see that, oh, in this case, the park is actually open and it's been open for years. People are actually going to this park, and then you get to see dinosaurs get loose, eat people, and then you have a big monster fight at the end between the bad, evil, genetically engineered abomination and the real dinosaurs. That's very entertaining. So, Jurassic World, aside from the first film, is the only other movie in this franchise that I've rewatched anytime recently. I still have not seen Fallen Kingdom or Dominion, because after everything I've heard about them, I'm not interested in watching them. And then when it comes to the Ice Age franchise, I like that first Ice Age movie. It has good moments of humor, but also a solid emotional core to it as well, because we learn that Manny the mammoth is very closed off because he lost his family, and so he doesn't think he can have another one. But then he grows to care about this baby. Sure, there's the cliche liar reveal moment where Diego reveals what's really going on. He at first is leading Manny, Sid, and the baby to this place so they can fall into a trap, but then he feels bad about it. However, overall, I think it works, and I like the second and third film, Meltdown and Dawn of the Dinosaurs. Especially with Dawn of the Dinosaurs, it's just fun to see this underground world of dinosaurs. Buck is a really fun character that adds some spice to the mix. But when you get to Continental Drift, you just feel like we're getting so stupid, especially with the scrat bits, where he's literally falling into the earth and creates Pangea. What? That's so ridiculous. Obviously, these movies aren't trying to be realistic, but there's a line though. Yeah, by the fourth film, I just feel like, okay, we're crossing the line and just getting too stupid. And then especially when you get to Collision Course, it's like this movie's bonkers. I mean, something's coming to destroy the earth. It's all just a bunch of mumbo jumbo. And then you get to Adventures of Buck Wild, and it feels to me like Disney putting it on Disney Plus just for the sake of having more content on Disney Plus so they can have more subscribers. And also, it's like Disney was thinking, okay, we purchased Fox, so oh yeah, we have the rights to the Ice Age franchise. Let's do another Ice Age movie because we want to put more content on our streaming service. So the movie feels to me like just a cheaper direct-to-streaming version of Ice Age. Now, which franchise do I actually prefer? This is an interesting question because I enjoy more of the Ice Age films, frankly, but I mean, that first Jurassic Park movie is obviously no contest better than any of the Ice Age films. It's like, I want to say that I prefer Jurassic Park because of how good that first film is, but at the same time, I've rewatched more of the Ice Age films recently compared to the Jurassic Park movies. So this is a tough one, to be honest. I think I think I'm gonna go with Ice Age, frankly, just because it's a franchise that I enjoy more than the Jurassic Park franchise, which I respect more because it has that first film that's obviously an iconic classic. It's obviously better than any of the Ice Age movies. But there's 6 of these movies in total when it comes to Jurassic Park, and I've only rewatched 2 of them recently. That'll be it for now.